This tutorial tells how to complete the unit goal development module in Campus Labs. First, select the second tab down on the left called Plans. Make sure that the academic year reads 2018-19. From the second drop-down, select Goals and Action Planning, and make sure that you have selected your particular department from the drop-down list. Your department name will be reflected in the top part of the dashboard that you'll see. You'll see that you're in Goals and Action Planning, and you want to go to the far right and click the Plan Item drop-down. To complete or create a goal, click on Program Unit Goal, and that will bring up a form that you'll need to complete to make sure that you have a goal listed in Campus Labs. The very first thing that you want to do is create a distinctive title for that goal that will distinguish it from other goals that you're going to be creating in your program review module. Also, make sure you enter a description, a planned goal start date, which you can do by selecting a date from the drop-down calendar, a projected goal completion date, which you can also do by selecting a date from the calendar. You'll also want to complete a short summary of what you noticed in your program review that led you to the development of this goal. Please note in the instructions that you want to summarize the information from your program review that informs and/or justifies this program unit goal. But the other thing that you want to do is make sure that you support or connect this particular goal to a specific program review area or areas in your program review. So I'm going to read through these directions and then I'm going to walk through the steps on how to do that. It says, be sure to connect this goal to the applicable program review area or areas using the Related tab and Plus Supports section in the right-hand column. So scrolling back to the top, we go to the right-hand column. You'll notice there's a Related tab. If it's on permissions, you can access the Related tab by clicking on it. You'll see the Plus Supports link here immediately underneath it. You'll want to click the Plus Supports link. And then what you want to do is you want to connect it to your 3-year comprehensive program review. So you go over, you select comprehensive 3-year program review. You make sure that you're in your unit. When you are, you will see your comprehensive program review items. Let's say that during your learning outcomes assessment review, you notice something that you want to make improvements on. So what this first goal may be connected to those learning outcomes. So I want to add that and connect my goal to that learning outcomes module in program review. There may be additional things that you might also want to connect, but if that's the primary thing that you're addressing with this goal, you've selected that, you go down and you click back to plan item, and that takes you back to the goal form that you've been completing. You will notice now that on the right in the Related column, it shows that this goal title number 1 supports that program review item of course learning outcomes. You can see that on the right. Continue on and completing the goal form by talking about how you're going to measure goal success. And finally, check the status of this particular goal. In this case, it's a new goal, and I'm going to hit done. What you'll see is my goal number 1 now appears in my dashboard for goals and action planning. Again, to emphasize, you will probably want to focus on only 2 to 3 goals over the next 3-year period in order to effectively be able to accomplish each of those goals. So I'm going to create one more goal. so that we'll have a second one in our drop-down list. I'm not going to fill in anything else, but I'll say it's another new goal. And you'll see that I now have 2 goals listed in my dashboard for goals and action planning. This completes the tutorial on how to create goals in Campus Labs.